Later on today, Chelsea takes on Wolves. So this is the Chelsea versus Wolves preview, or rather, Wolves versus Chelsea preview, because the game will be played at the Molineux. So right off the back of win versus Servette in the UEFA Conference League, heading up into this game, hopefully we can get another win. But there are a few talking points that I have to mention, I have to raise in this preview. Now, for me, I want to see Enzo Maresca stop gambling. In the previous video, I said it's time for Enzo Maresca to make a decision. Decision time. Now, what I don't want is for Enzo Maresca to fall into the trap that Pochettino dug for himself and indeed fell into it. You start off preseason with the style of play, the players play that style of play, everyone's excited about the style of play, then come into the season proper, you decide to go with something else. By this I mean, I want to see two advanced eights or two tens behind the striker, whoever the striker is. I want to see the two wingers high and wide. I want to see that lone six. I want to see the inverted fullback that joins up with the lone six to make a two-man midfield when we are on the ball. And I want to see quick possession play. And now I also want to see Jorgensen in goal, because the game versus Wolves is a game where you actually would get to see, at least have an opportunity to see your goalkeeper be good with his feet. There's no need going hopping between Sanchez and Jorgensen. For me, I feel Jorgensen is the guy that he should go with. No more experiments, just go straight to the game and let's see what the style of play is all about. Because when you have that style of play, then you can then judge, whether it's working or not. You can then judge if players suit the style of play or not. So I don't have a graphic up for you guys today. Apologies on that one. And so I will just reel out my own starting 11. The starting 11 I would like to see. I don't like doing projected lineups because coaches can always tweak, come up with their own lineups. What I like to do is I look at how a coach plays, the style of play he plays, and then give my own suggested lineup. And then I also like you as well to give your own suggested lineup in the comment section. And while you're here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the notification bell so you're notified when videos like this are put up on. But there's something that you will have to find out to wait to the end of the video. Now, my starting lineup: Jorgensen in goal, Malo Gusto at right back, seeing that Reece James is still out suspended and has a slight knock, but in that regard he's coming back. He's been training on grass, so that's fine, but he's suspended. So Malo Gusto, right back. Centre back for me, I want to see Tosin and Colwill, but Enzo Maresca may very well likely go with Wesley Fofana and Colwill, as he did against Man City, maybe. And Wesley Fofana was rested against Servette FC, so maybe he rested him so he could play, in this fixture. But if I had to choose, I'll go with Tosin Adarabioyo and Levi Colwill at centre back. And then for left back, I wouldn't mind seeing Vega, because Vega is powerful, strong, really played the role very well, inverting into midfield perfectly. But I will still go with the king of inverting fullbacks, and that is Marc Cucurella. So that'll be my back four rather. And then in the midfield for the lone six, I would like to go with Lavia. Though I know Enzo Maresca may find a way to go with Enzo Fernandez. After all, he's sort of the vice captain, one of the vice captains anyway. So I would like to see Lavia in that position, because he's shown that he's more like a fusion of all the best bits of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. He can make those passes to bypass the midfield, passes between the lines, and he has the athleticism, to track back, to make those tackles. So I think for me, I would have Romeo Lavia in that position there in the lone six role, and of course with Cucurella inverting to join him in the midfield. Then for my right wing, who I'm going with for sure, that's Noni Madueke. He will go in at right wing. And then behind the strike, the two advanced eights or tens behind the striker, I would go with Cole Palmer and Christo Nkunku. Now, I've seen many people keep Palmer on the right wing. He's just not a right winger. I've seen Enzo Maresca go with him at right wing against Man City. He's not a right winger. He only masquerades as a right winger because sometimes he drifts out to the right and moves inward towards the midfield. But he's a 10. He's a 10 that is mobile, that's comfortable drifting out to the left, drifting out to the right, but he's not actually a winger, especially the sort of winger that Enzo Maresca wants. Because Enzo Maresca wants his wingers to be pacey, to hold width high and wide, create that 1v1 opportunities, tries to be isolated against a fullback. Now, he's not the right winger, and Madueke has shown good form. If you're playing players according to form, he should be one of the first names on the team sheet. Now, in the previous video that I said this from time, if you haven't seen it, try to go have a look and watch it. I did say that is one because Enzo Maresca had said training the way you train on the training ground. If you don't train very well, don't expect to play on the pitch, which is all good, which is all nice. It's the right thing you should expect from your coach, expect from a player. But if you have players training very well, in training super 10 over 10, but come game day consistently they give you 5 over 10, 4.5 over 10, 4 over 10, 3 over 10 consistently on game day, then what's the point having those people playing? Because the only reason training is important, but training should be a reflection of what you do on game day. So if you train very well but still do not play very well on game day, then there's no point to it. So for me, Noni Madueke at right wing. Two advanced tens, Palmer and Christopher Nkunku. We want to see these two players combine with each other, have that interconnection, begin to build those relationships. Because on the pitch, you need to build relationships. Just like you need to build a relationship between the two centre backs, you need relationships between the inverted fullback and who's going to play that lone six. For instance, Cucurella and Lavia, you need a relationship to be built, and then so you want to see similar sort of relationship being built between those two up front, those two in the 10 role behind the striker. And then for me, in the left wing, I'll go with Pedro Neto, because like I said in the last video, or in the review of the Servette game, the way Pedro Neto plays, he's more suited to playing as an orthodox left winger. Then immediately he sizes up the fullback and then beats him with pace, puts the ball into the box. He's more suited to that. And if women don't want to hear this, I think Madueke has more sort of tools in his tool belt when it comes to getting past the player. So I feel Pedro Neto will be better suited to playing and more effective at playing at that left wing as an orthodox left wing. I know this is modern football and people don't like to hearing that a left winger who's naturally left-footed actually plays on the left. So everyone wants to be inverted, but the way I see it, that's where it should be. Now the striking position, for me, it's actually a toss-up. Now I would like to say Nicholas Jackson should play. Nicholas Jackson should start up front as a striker, and let's see how he goes. Although McGew, despite his miss, he's been very good with the pressure, his application. It's just like he had that miss against Servette, and it's crazy how some Chelsea fans, not even waiting for rivals to do this, but Chelsea fans going on to sort of make a mockery of him, have his video all over Twitter, all over social media platforms, making a mockery of the young kid, booing him from Stamford Bridge is just sad. You should be encouraging these players to play very well. You should be encouraging these players, to be their best. You should be cheering them on. So hopefully that changes. So for me, it's a toss-up between McGee and Nicholas Jackson. So I'll just say, okay, for this game, let's go with Nicholas Jackson because McGee played last week. So maybe Nicholas Jackson given a shot this week, and let's see how it goes. And then McGee can always come up from the bench. So that's my uncertain lineup. What's your uncertain lineup? Let me know in the comment section below. And so one new programming that is guaranteed to come to you very soon on this channel is Next Gen Chelsea. Now on that show, we'll be talking on and focusing on the next top talents to come out from Cobham. We're doing fantastically at the academy, and in this video we'll be talking about them and focusing on them, because most times we don't really get to talk about academy boys except they're getting sold or somehow they break it into the first team. So talking about the next ones on the list, the fantastic talents that have been produced by Cobham. So at this point, we've come to the end of today's video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. For now, I'll say see you on yet another video next time, but do have a fantastic rest of your day. Come on, you Blues. Bye bye.